1 Corinthians 15 verse 42. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption.
Question. Pastor Wind, we would like to know more, the process of becoming an angel. You mentioned earlier that in your life, not only is memories of planting grace. Even all information can be stored in heaven. The reason is it's all about what you believe in your life, it's the true faith you've built from struggle and accumulation. For us, this is precious teaching. Let's finally understand, everyone, regardless of their status, can accumulate, as long as he can fully practice the truth in his life. Whether he is a parent, whether he is a child, or a student, or a teacher, as far as he is concerned with his responsibilities and roles in life, by living with the truth as an indicator, there will be a corresponding accumulation. And, of course, moving forward to the Zion message, when the puzzle was finally solved, we could even earn the ability to travel through time. In fact, can we understand the whole process from this perspective? That is, instead of being a full-time church minister, it's about everyone. Has the truth been used to establish true angelic qualities?
Yes, we do. We can try to understand the usual logic of using the truth to establish the identity of the angel. That's how we know that even though we're not the same, it can also reach a certain level. Now, the first thing we need to understand is, why does the Bible emphasize so many things in heaven? Are they all told in the parable of the kingdom of heaven? In fact, this is not new in the New Testament. The Old Testament has often used the analogy of a tree or a garden, and when we talk about faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, there are vines, fig trees, and olive trees. Why, after all, does God explain things about the kingdom of heaven from this perspective? Why can a tree be compared to a country? Can it also refer to individuals? Jesus said, "I am the true vine, and you are the branches." Why is this? Turns out, whether it's a country or a person, the concept of tree can be used to understand the true meaning of the group's beliefs. For example, Israel as a country, why can it be compared to an olive tree or fig trees? What does a country have to do with a tree? Now that we can see it, the world's view of Israel is as a whole, so, as long as I'm an Israeli, they have to bear the attacks and pressures of the world on them jointly. No doubt you will have the pride of being a nation, but they also face persecution. We must persevere and not lose face to safeguard the nation's honor. Is it complicated? It isn't straightforward, indeed. When you understand the complexity of the individual, we then return to the level of personal or single truth to analyze. A seed of truth, such as faith, a seed of faith, not a person or a nation or anything else, is it just a seed? Why can I interpret it this way? For example, if God gave you a seed, and you return it intact, you are a wicked servant. You must plant the seed in your heart, then, produce 100 times the fruit, which can be called harvest. As I said, it must be in your heart, root down, bear fruit upward, produce a harvest that is fully approved by God. Moreover, God is counting on receiving the fruit when He returns, so, you can't leave it untouched and return the money after receiving 1 talent, you can't. You must bring the fruit with you when you come back. What does that actually mean? Turns out, we misunderstood what was going on. Therefore, without understanding the whole, this not only means that individuals are in different jobs, it could point to the whole country. How are we to understand? It turns out that when you plant a seed of faith, it affects your character, not just your faith. When you plant this seed, in fact, everything about the fruit of the Spirit is challenged. When you use faith, if, by faith, 1/10 and keeps a good testimony, will self-control be involved? Will it involve joy and patience? Yes, because they are interlinked. In fact, no matter what kind of seed you plant, will challenge you to have a full God character, just as practicing the truth of faith, you can also act like a loner. I have personally witnessed the faith teaching of the Truth Church. What is shown is a very lonely faith. Sure, he believed and prayed for the sick, but his character is so lonely that it is unimaginable. In contrast to the Church of Zion, we also practice faith teaching. How can it be so comprehensive? After all, every truth is like a tree. When you plant this tree, and it interacts with your heart, it challenges everything you know about the fruit of the Spirit. So is every truth. Does healing need to challenge these characteristics? If we use our ignorance and non-human concepts to view a truth, you will become very solitary. In this way, we can see and understand, why are there so many inhuman evangelists in the charismatic world? Because they never had the humanity to understand the truth, never look at faith from the perspective of humanity. Therefore, I use the concept of logic ring to elaborate. We must establish a truth comprehensively. If you practice faith, it is necessary to think simultaneously about practicing gentleness, faithfulness, persistence, patience, temperance, kindness, etc. In other words, every truth is a challenge to your whole virtue, so is every truth. 1 Corinthians 15 verse 42. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption.
因為每一個真理當中佢係一棵樹，但係你原來種呢棵樹嘅時候，佢同你心裏邊嘅互動咧，每一個真理都其實挑戰晒你關於聖靈果子嘅所有特徵，挑戰你全人嘅美德。
Growing truths, they're the secrets we keep. Practice love, kindness, and harmony. Watch them grow, bear the fruits of eternity. Like a tree, roots running underground. Gotta nurture the truth in every sound. Each seed is a lesson, a guide we need, taking us closer to who we're meant to be.
當你真係種信心種子，你知唔知道對於你嘅性格嘅影響唔係信心咁簡單？嗱，你用信心去立十為一啦，你用信心去 keep 好嘅見證啦，咁裏邊會唔會牽涉到關於你嘅節制、你嘅喜樂、你嘅忍耐呢？有個噃，其實。